What's up, first place? We got the first place winning deck. Huge shout out to Evan with this awesome deck profile. Right, that's all him. And we were able to get first place with this, and it's Ginyu. Who would have thought Ginyu? Everybody's been talking about Frieza.
Let me see.
Ginyu comes out of nowhere, and he's going to body swap.
Nice and steady. Ooh.
Body swap with my opponent and get that W, you know? And so obviously Ginyu is a generic leader. Just swing a draw, but when you awaken, that's when it gets problematic for your opponent. For 3 energy, once per turn, activate main. Obviously you swing, draw, you discard 2 cards, and you get to restand your Ginyu Force cards back to active and continue that mayhem. And obviously this deck is all Ginyu squad. Strike those amazing poses, and let's get into it.
All right, show me.
All right, and we got the pricing right here. So obviously we got to play the best. One of the best one drops is Yellow Frieza. You play it, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards and put it to rest. Very helpful when you're going up against those red matchups for those Frost. And we got awesome outs for Frost because, again, this deck loses to Frost. So that's our biggest enemy. So And also resting battle cards, blockers and stuff like that to go very aggressive. And let's get into it. We got the generic Ginyu Force Jace. Just play him and he gets a 5k or 15k or 5k for your Ginyu Force cards on the field. Very great card. Obviously you got to play him, and then we're going to play, now we're leveling up because obviously those are our 1-drop plays. 2, we got Frieza, obviously our Self-Awakener to help us just self-awaken and rest anything that's 3 or less, because there are very problematic cards in this game that hurt this deck a lot, so you want to just rest them and help yourself out by getting rid of those blockers or those potential 1k combo or 5k combos that people are going to be using to keep themselves alive. And then we got Birder. We run 2 Birders. Great card. 20k vanilla. Still powerful. Any vanilla card, any Ginyu Force card is still super powerful in any game. So right now, since we're still in set 1 of Dragon Ball Fusion World. Goldo, great card for the green matchup. That's the most important. You want to keep their cards rested. So when they swing, you put this guy to rest mode, and your opponent can't restand any battle card on the field that's already in rest mode, can't restand their next turn. Very essential in the green matchup, so you definitely want to use that just for the green matchup, or even in normal problematic cards that you may see. Very great card just to keep your opponent locked out from attacking you. And obviously the bread and butter is Ginyu. What's amazing about this Ginyu is obviously he's a 0k combo, but that's not a problem because this card, when you don't see your pieces, this helps you find it. It could be any Ginyu Force card, whether it's an extra card or a battle card. This guy looks the top 5 and you get to search any Ginyu Force except himself and continue to filter the deck and draw the essential pieces you need for those beatdowns you're going to do. So you run 4 of those bad boys, and obviously one of the best cards in yellow, in my honest opinion, is Ginyu himself. You play him, you restand 2. Very powerful effect. Just like in Masters, and in energy manipulation is always so good in this game as well. So you play him, restand 2, and there's a little wombo combo you're gonna see that you could use. And obviously more Ginyu pieces is the body swap Goku himself. One of my favorite cards. When on play, you get to add any of the extra cards you use back to your hand, from your drop to your hand. Very powerful card because you're going to get your pieces that you need early on and continue to those aggressive plays when you need to use it. So great card. Run 3 of those Gokus, or 4 of those Ginyu Gokus. And then obviously another Self-Awakener, Raccoon. Essential. You could play him and you bring out any Ginyu Force cards that's 2 or less. Ideally, you want to get the Ginyu Force himself, Captain, so you could continue to restand your energy and continue those awesome plays and pressure with your leader as well to pay those 3 energy as well. Very great card to continue those attacks. And obviously, we play the 2 starter deck Frieza. You don't really use it that much, but if the game does drag on, this is your game finisher. Go for double strike, or just to lock out even more of your opponent's battle cards, but you don't really need it, you don't really use it, but it's still essential because it's a double striker. In any game, double strike, like C-Rod says, double strike crit.
Take those hits.
And then we obviously got the 4 generic super combos, still great, self-explanatory. Defensive, you get a 20k boost your leader to 40k, and very essential to play 4. And obviously Crusher Ball, great card, rest anything that's 3 or less, or switch any of your battle cards, sorry. and you draw a card. Very awesome. You run 2 of those guys. 2 of these guys. This guy is so essential even in the mirror match. When you're playing against a Ginyu back or even a Frieza, you want to get rid of those cards, rest them, and KO 3 or less. So anything that's 3 or less is removed. So in the mirror match, when you're playing against Ginyu, you clear the board faster with your aggressive plays and get rid of the potential threats. And even with yellow against Frieza himself, you want to get rid of anything that's the blocker or even the draw Ginyu that they utilize and manipulate. You want to rest it and get rid of it ASAP. And one of the most broken cards in this deck, in my honest opinion, are the Ginyu package cards. When you have 2 or more battle cards with Ginyu Force, you play it, you draw 2. It's a pot of greed. If you guys are Yu-Gi-Oh fans, as long as you have the 2 battle cards, which you will, you'll spam out, you draw 2. Very nuts.
Busted.
And you don't even like discard, which is so good. And obviously the next, I think this card is nutty, in my honest opinion. This card is activate battle. During either player's turn, you get to choose your leader or any of your battle cards. It gets 10,000 power for the battle. And then that card gets 5,000 power for this battle for each card with Ginyu. So it works with your leader. So if you have 5 Ginyu cards on the field, that's potential 25,000 more on top of that when you're going for swing, and it includes your leader card as well. So already it's an additional 10 and 5. So even if you're swinging at your leader, it's a 25k or 20k, 15k, anything. So strong, works so well in the deck. And obviously, huge shout out to Evan because this again was his monstrosity that he let me use. And obviously, we gotta have the gold energy marker. For the 2 first place, we get the 2 prizing cards, obviously.
The
and
gold cards.
Let's see. Obviously, for the fans out there,
Finish it off. Can
let's
you get
see.
a gold? Hit
Let's
the like.
see. Hit that, smash that like button, and let's see what we get. Can we pull more gold? Can we pull more gold? Ooh, we got Android 17 and oh, a Gohan.
Let me see that Gohan.
Right there.
Wow, what a finish. That's super first
hot.
place.
Super first place. Thank you, Evan, again for this amazing deck profile. And like we always say, y'all stay super.